Welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar RV channel, where we explore the latest developments, trends, and realities surrounding the Iraqi dinar. In today's in-depth session, we'll be taking a comprehensive look into the ongoing speculation around a possible revaluation, RV, of the dinar. While interest in this currency has remained steady among international investors and individuals hoping for financial gains, it's essential to distinguish between speculation and credible developments backed by economic reform and government strategy. A critical starting point in this discussion is understanding the difference between a currency revaluation and a redenomination, often mistakenly viewed as the same thing. The two concepts are fundamentally different in their effects on currency holders and the broader economy. Understanding revaluation versus redenomination. A revaluation involves an upward adjustment of the exchange rate, giving the currency more purchasing power relative to foreign currencies, such as the US dollar. This would mean, hypothetically, that one Iraqi dinar could suddenly be worth more in dollars, a scenario that has driven much of the excitement and speculation in certain investment circles. However, what is far more probable and commonly implemented by countries seeking financial restructuring is a redenomination. This process involves changing the face value of the currency by removing zeros, but without increasing its actual worth in foreign exchange markets. For instance, if Iraq were to undergo a redenomination, a 1,000 dinar note might be exchanged for a new 1 dinar note, without changing the currency's value in terms of US dollars. This change is mostly cosmetic and logistical, intended to simplify transactions, reduce confusion, and strengthen confidence in the national currency. The key term used in this context is one-to-one, which refers to the parity in domestic purchasing power before and after redenomination. Essentially, a 2,500 dinar note would be equivalent in value to a new 25 dinar note. What changes is the numerical structure, not the real value. The role of the exchange rate. The true determinant of the dinar's international strength is the official exchange rate set against the US dollar. Iraq has maintained a managed exchange rate for years, with occasional adjustments to reflect economic conditions. The black market, or parallel market, often operates with a different, typically weaker rate, creating inefficiencies and encouraging unregulated trade. One of Iraq's long-term goals appears to be narrowing or eliminating this parallel market by moving toward a more transparent and market-driven exchange rate, sometimes referred to as the real rate. This shift would reduce reliance on unofficial exchanges and promote economic stability. Economic reforms underway. The Iraqi government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Al-Sudani, is pursuing a series of ambitious economic reforms aimed at building a more stable and investment-friendly economy. Among the most impactful initiatives is the development of new oil infrastructure, including a major pipeline intended to increase export capacity and expand Iraq's role in the global oil market. Alongside these projects, Iraq is actively revising its economic and financial laws, with an emphasis on clear implementation timelines and attracting foreign investment. These reforms are designed to make the financial system more robust, transparent, and better aligned with international standards. There's also growing discussion about a potential currency adjustment tied to a broader financial overhaul. This could involve the formal removal of zeros from the currency and a revamped note structure that includes lower denominations. Rather than signaling a sudden wealth increase for dinar holders, this would reflect a technical adjustment to streamline everyday financial transactions. The shift away from US dollar dependence, in a notable geopolitical development, Iraq, like some of its regional neighbors, is exploring options to reduce dependency on the US dollar for international trade. Reports from Iraqi state media suggest that Saudi Arabia may not renew its agreement to conduct oil transactions exclusively in dollars. If Iraq follows suit, this could signal a deliberate move toward currency diversification and greater monetary sovereignty. Such a step could be perceived as a strategy to boost the credibility and utility of the dinar in global markets. By pricing oil in dinars or a basket of currencies, Iraq would be taking a significant step toward asserting economic independence and increasing demand for its national currency. Currency modernization efforts. Recent public statements from Prime Minister Al-Sudani and other officials have generated buzz around a potential revaluation or redenomination. These statements hinted at the introduction of ATMs capable of processing new currency formats, along with circulation of lower denomination notes. Some of these measures were anticipated around the May 27th holiday, though official timelines remain fluid. Such modernization would mark a significant logistical shift and align Iraq's financial system more closely with international standards. New banknotes, updated banking infrastructure, and improved access to digital banking services could pave the way for smoother transitions in both local and global financial transactions. Global partnerships. Strengthen Iraq's position. Iraq's growing economic ties with China have added another layer of momentum to the dinar conversation. China has formally recognized Iraq as a key strategic partner, especially in relation to the Belt and Road Initiative and the Development Road Project, both designed to enhance connectivity, trade, and infrastructure across Asia and the Middle East. A recently signed memorandum of understanding between Iraq and China supports a major push to increase Iraq's oil refining capacity by 40% by investing in value-added processing rather than just raw exports. Iraq aims to extract more profit from its vast oil reserves while creating domestic jobs and reducing reliance on foreign refineries. What it all means for the Iraqi dinar. Taken together, these developments represent a multi-pronged strategy aimed at stabilizing Iraq's economy, modernizing its financial infrastructure, and gradually increasing confidence in the dinar. While much of the speculative excitement focuses on the idea of a dramatic RV, the reality is more nuanced. A redenomination, if implemented, would likely preserve the value of existing holdings in real terms, rather than multiplying them. The real value shift, if any, would occur through adjustments to the official exchange rate, driven by strong economic fundamentals, investor confidence, and global trade dynamics. The current direction of policy indicates that Iraq is working toward a managed float, or potentially free-floating exchange rate. This would be a significant milestone, allowing the dinar to find its true market value and aligning it more closely with international currency systems. Removing the gap between the official and black market rates could also curb corruption and boost transparency. Looking ahead. What to watch? While no official date has been confirmed for a revaluation or redenomination, June has been frequently mentioned in various reports as a possible window for key announcements. As Iraq continues on its path of transformation, the next few months will be critical in determining the dinar's trajectory. Watch for signs such as the launch of new currency designs or denominations, deployment of updated banking infrastructure, formal announcements from the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, international endorsements of Iraq's financial reforms, shifts in foreign exchange policy or trade practices. Final thoughts. The Iraqi dinar stands at a crossroads, backed by real economic changes, strategic global partnerships, and a government committed to reform. While timelines may evolve, the foundation for long-term monetary stability and possible revaluation is being laid with care and intention. Thanks for tuning in to this detailed update. We'll continue monitoring these developments closely and providing factual, in-depth analysis as the story unfolds. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for continued coverage of the Iraqi dinar and its evolving role on the world stage.